Today we will learn how to update from a select in SQL Server. For that we would need to create two tables, and I've already added the code here. You can execute this code to create the tables. If you want to learn how to create a table or insert the data, you can watch our SQL series where in chapter 2 we have provided the information how to create the table and alter the data. So this is the name of our database we are going to use today, test 24. Create the table, that's the syntax, name of the table, and these are the columns. First one is identity column, data type is integer. Then there is a country column, and varchar, sport column, player, and player ID. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 columns we are going to add to our table. Then we are going to insert the data into our newly created table, and these are the values. We are going to add 5 rows to our table. So this is our table 1. Then this is our table 2. In this table we are going to create the table, and we are going to call this players, and we are going to give player ID, name, ID is integer again, name is nvarchar, sport is nvarchar again. So there are 3 columns in our second table. We're going to insert the data into our player table, and then again we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 rows. We can highlight all of it and run at the same time, or we can run one by one, execute that. So this is our first table created, scroll it down, and this is our second table created. So both of them have 5 rows. So that's our database. If we simply refresh it and check the tables, we have created table country and table players. So we have created 2 tables. Okay, so it's always a good idea to start with the name of the database. So, and let's see what have we got in our table. Select all from, name of the database, schema, and name of the table. So it is country table. Select that. There are 5 rows. First one is ID column, second is country column, and third is sport, player, and player ID. Similarly, if we copy that code again, paste it here, and this time we are going to bring players. So if we run that now, we have player ID, name, and name of the sport, which sport they play. Right, now our objective is to update these null values in sport and player column using the data from players table. So the syntax is we would need to update the table, and the table we are going to update is country table. Update the country table, and then we need to set which columns we need to. First one is sport, and the second column we need to update is player. Okay, then from country, and we need to alias that because we are going to use inner join, and we can alias that with C, inner join. If you want to know more about joins, inner join, left join, right join, or full outer join, you can watch our SQL video series. In chapter 4 we have provided detailed information on joins. Right, so the second table we are going to use is players table. Alias that with P, and the column we are going to use the join on is player ID equal to P dot player ID. So this is our first table, country. That's the second table, and we are doing inner join, and we're joining on this table. Right, okay, so we need to update sport with sport from this sport column is coming from country, but we need to update with sport coming from players table. So sport, and then that's equal to p dot player. Okay, before I run this, let's quickly copy that code without the update part, paste it here, and then rather than set, type select and get rid of this equal to sign. Because we are just going to select the data. The first one is this, the C, and that's also C. Right, okay, so these two, starting with C, alias coming from country table, starting with P coming from players table. So if we simply run that and see what happens. Okay, sorry, it's not players, it's name. And again here is also name. Right, just double check if it's the same in country. Yeah, country is black. Okay, fine. So if we just run this select statement, you can see the first column is coming from country table, which is blank. Second one is sport table coming from players table, and it has the data in there. The third column is this one, C player, is coming from country table, and the fourth one is the name column, which is coming from the players table. So what will happen when we run this update statement, that one, the data in this column, this one, will be updated into this column, and this data will be updated into this column. So currently, let's look one more time. In the country column, sport and player both showing null values, whereas in the players table, name and sport, they both have data in there. So let's run this now and see there are 5 rows affected. Now if we run players, so nothing has changed because we are not updating this table. And look at this, it has populated with data coming from players table. So it has country, it has sport, it has name of the player, and obviously it had other columns as well. If you are not interested in ID columns, you can simply copy that, paste it here, get rid of that, and we have 3 columns. Right, country, sport, and player. So this is how we can update a table with the values using select from another table. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.